strawberry today. Look at her. This is the bunny show today. Look at that precious, precious lady. She loves her strawberry. Oh, she gives you a kiss. This is the bunny show today. Oh, he's like, where's my strawberry? Mm-hmm. Oh, this one is. She's like, get away. She's a fuzzy girl. Are you a fuzzy girl? Yes, you are. Oh, she gave you a kiss. Eat your strawberries. Here. You want more strawberry? Come here. No more? All right. You're going to go hide? All right. They are now satisfied, my creatures. It is time to put the green screen back on. Good to be with you. Hear the voice of the bard. Past and future seas, whose ears have heard the holy word that walked amongst the ancient trees, calling the lap soul and weeping in the evening dew, that might control the starry pole and fallen light renew. O earth, return, arise out of the dewy grass. Night is worn and the morn rises from the slumberous mass. Turn away no more, while without turn away. The starry floor, the watery shore, is given thee to the break of day. Good to be with you, it is I, the bard, the spiritual entertainer, your bard. I am here for you. I am your personal entertainer. Spiritual entertainment. Nothing more, nothing less. And it is good to be with you. A little late of a start. I had to take my kids to school. I had to go to do some shopping, go to the farmers. My son is in town from his spring break for him. College, he's going on his spring break. So he is here. I had to sign his permission slips to get married. That's how controlling his church is, right? He's 21 years old. I have to sign a permission. Yes, you can get married. My wife and I both had to sign affidavits for him to get married. Isn't that ridiculous? Good to see the demon. Reiki Master Natalie is here. And you're at work right now? All right. And why not is here? Good to see you. Why not? And our good friend Jeanette Harris is here. Hail Cadwin, our wonderful maiden, mother in crone, our wonderful guide to all spiritual entertainment. She is here. I really appreciate all of you people that come for this experience every day. And I wanted to, before I got on, I was at the pharmacy waiting. And I think someone needed to hear this today. Good to see you, Smeagoled. Someone needed to hear. See, you are filled with purpose. But throughout your life, there are things that try to take that away from you, that reality. They try to distract you. And sometimes that's yourself. Whatever happens to you, you will say, well, I am not worthy. I don't have meaning. I'm just a cog in a wheel. You're choosing to do that. You should not do that to yourself. You have purpose. You have value. And that is something you have to practice. No one's going to give that to you. Mom and dad were supposed to do that when you're growing up. Some of them don't, right? You're supposed to have a sense of security entering into adulthood. That's not always the case, right? But when you reach a state of maturity, it's time to wipe your own ass. It's time to say, you know what? Things are bad, but I still have purpose. I still have value. No one's going to do that for you. You have to do that. Now, I could tell you this, and it's up to you whether you want to believe it or not. Sometimes we choose not to believe it. That's you. You are choosing not to believe it. Why not give it a chance? Why not practice your value and worth in life? Why not try that out? You can't lose, right? Starting to practice the fact that you have a purpose-driven life. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're suffering, that can't take away what you are made of, right? You are part of this great web of life. You are connected. You cannot erase that, no matter what you have done. You don't lose connection. You know, People will tell you, religions will tell you that you are disconnected. You have to do it. I used to practice extreme asceticism because I wanted to be connected. I didn't believe I was connected. I had to leave everything behind. I was a monk living in my own home. I practiced all types of asceticism. I was living in my own monastery, basically, leaving everything behind, feeling guilty for playing video games. All time had to be dedicated because I felt I was separated. Then I learned I'm not separated. Whatever time I give now is out of gratitude rather than out of necessity. Let's see here. Hi, Bard of Spiritual Entertainment. Good to see you, Jamin, our good friend. Always nice to see you. Praise Kid Edwin, right? You're taking your kids to the doctor. They got crud. Oh, my. Sorry to hear that. I got 2 kids that are talking like this today. That means it's time to double up on the vitamin C. There's a bacterial infection going around with my children. I have some backup antibiotics if I need them, because I need the voice, right? And once a year, it disappears for a little bit because I use it all of the time. But I got my antibiotics. I am ready if something happens. If one of my children are always getting me sick, but I'm always taking vitamins. I hope your kids get better, Trinity. Yeah, I hope they feel better soon. Tanmai Bandika, good to see you. Bard, have you seen the video called The Last Druid on YouTube? Very old video. The druid in the video was also a member of the Fellowship of Isis. Yes, I saw it. I think he... I have my opinions on people that think that there's a secret tradition that only certain people are able to participate in. I think that is bullshit. If we're talking about the same old gentleman from the 70s and 80s who was interviewed saying he was the last one, I think that is bullshit. Druidry to me is universal. It belongs to all people. It's an archetype in human nature. I don't see these secret societies. Yeah, I mean, I could make all that shit up too, and people would believe it, right? You want to have the secret. There's nothing new under the sun, right? There is nothing hidden that is not known, right? If that makes any sense. But I saw it, and he was talking about Stonehenge being a bomb shelter and stuff like that. I mean, these are easy things to concoct. It was very entertaining, but I think Druidry is universal. It is not, there's no secret tradition. It is something very accessible in our humanity. Oh, yeah, the bunny. You had the courage, luckily for me, Hispanic grocery stores sell amoxicillin. Yeah, we have a lot of those around there. I don't like amoxicillin. I buy the Z-Pack, the generic versions. Amoxicillin makes me sick. I hate it. It makes me really sick. Going to the bathroom and everything, it's terrible. Ben of Badia. Oh my goodness. Ben of Badia. You are a Badian, true and true. Our good friend, excuse me. American Maker is here. Good to see you, our good friend. American Maker. Yeah, you think he was the last of his particular order, of course, known as a monopoly on Druidry, yeah. You have these Masonic orders and things that kind of hijacked Druidry in the 16th century and created their secret traditions of it. I think it's nice to have secret things, intimate things. In the Druidry I practice, there's intimate things that are secret, but it's not like hidden. Anybody can join it. You don't have to be born into it. We have intimate things, and they're not, nothing you couldn't find on your own, right? Let's see. Technically, I'm the last surviving member of my unit that was in Iraq in 2008. Yeah. Thank you for your service. You had a bad reaction to sulfa. Yeah, sulfa makes me turn purple. If I take it, I will die. I had an infection during COVID, and I was prescribed sulfa, and it put me in the hospital. I turned purple. I had a fever of like 105. It was terrible. I was purple. It turned me purple. They said, "You're allergic to this. You can't take this anymore, or you'll die." So I am allergic to the sulfa. You're a Mason. It's not as much secret as it is private. Yeah, it's intimate, right? But we have in these, like you know that in the history, there are things that are, we have some special thing that other people don't. You have these groups, right? In the history of the Masonic tradition. Let's see, you wipe your own ass, good. The unit you part will still exist, though. They won't get rid of the 2/8 of the cavalry. Gronk Hadaman, Jesus is your king, good. I'm glad that you have a king. My king is Charles. That is my king. You think that's the case in all belief systems? Yeah. Here comes our fundamentalist Roman Catholic clergyman, ex-priest. I will continue to pray that you return to the ministry. I am now retired full-time, but I continue to help with exorcism. I've retired, because I'm disabled. I'm not going back to ministry. I have no interest in doing it because I don't believe in the church anymore either. I retired in good grace with my bishop. If Jesus comes down to me and says, "Hey, you're made a bad move in life," then I will go back to the church in a wheelchair. But I don't have. I help out with exorcisms when people need them. If someone needs it, I will be there for them. I don't like doing them. I think that it takes a lot of energy. I don't do it. I don't do the ritual book. I engage the demon one-on-one, or demons. I don't do the rituals. I go in, I give the person, I try to teach them how to come out of whatever they're trapped in and wrestle with the being in my own way. I hate doing it. I don't want to ever do one again. It takes a lot of energy. And that shit follows you around the rest of your life. I mean, you piss them off. They wait. They wait till you're in your lowest position and they'll go after you. It's not a fun thing to do. I don't ever want to do it again. But I will if I have to. Right. That explains a lot why you're the coolest people you know. You always wanted to be a Mason, but women aren't allowed. Yeah. I have great respect for, as I've shared before, the Shriners, because there was no church paying for my son to get his hearing, his speech therapy. The Shriners paid for it all. And my church at the time said, these guys are the devil. The Shriners, the Masons. I'm like, that's bullshit. These people are helping me. You're not. Sorry. You don't have a king. You're American. Damn it. We don't have kings over here. But my ancestral home is ruled by a monarch still. I think of I like monarchs because they are tied to the land. There's an intimacy there, a spirituality. You don't get that with a president. You don't need a land to have a president. If America gets destroyed and the president evacuates to Mexico, it is a nation. It's not tied to the land. It can go into any land. The kings, the ancestral kings, they are tied to the land. There's a romance for that, for me, that I enjoy. Going back, way back to the beginning of time. What made you leave? Well, I left the ministry because I was in pain. I left the church because the church it controls and manipulates people. I don't want to be a part of that. And you want me to prove it? You know for a fact if you're retired. If your parishioners choose not to go to church on Sunday, they're not fulfilling their holy obligation, and they are in peril of mortal sin. Now, take that reality away. See who's going to go to church. No one. You should know that, right? That is control. That is wrong. You shouldn't force people to go to church. They should want to be there. Like the Buddhists. The Buddhists go to the Buddhist temple because they enjoy it. Not Catholics, not most Christians. They don't go to church because what? They're not interested in Jesus. They're there for guilt and shame. They're afraid. They're not there to follow. They're there to get something. Jesus is a prostitute. Let's see here. Greetings once again, Pimp. 262, it's good to see you. Vixen is here, the servant of Anubis. Good to have you here. You sound like me, Bot. I'm not a clergy, but I remove spirits from a home for others. It's very taxing in energy. Yeah, because your energy mingles with theirs. What you have is all you have. That's what the Father told me. So I put it all in you. Go do it. Go do it. And so I have been doing. I don't need a name of Jesus. I don't need a ritual. It is all within me. And it is all within you. You just need to learn how to use that. Rituals. So many people put their trust in rituals. Rituals have no power unless you put it in it. The ritual is a mere tool. Now, if you're repeating the ritual over and over again, what's going on? There's something missing in you. You shouldn't have to keep repeating the formula. You ever go to a Christian exorcism? Name of Jesus, name of Jesus. You should only do it one time. Why do you have to keep doing it? Because there's no power there. Let's see here. Good morning, Robin. Good to have you here. If you don't do cleansing prayers, that will happen. Masons are Luciferian at the highest level. That's bullshit. Christian propaganda. Luciferian. It's a Protestant men's club, basically. It's like the Knights of Columbus, but they have their own way, like a perennial philosophy of religion. There's no Luciferians. That's so stupid. Prove it. Prove they are, without going to a Catholic fundamentalist YouTube channel where the Luciferians are on top. I've known many Masons in my life. They are good people, very patriotic. They don't give a shit about the devil. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Let's see. Monarchs can be just as corrupt as presidents, so certainly. But yeah, that's not a conversation I have here. Yeah, you're right. I like the romantic notion of the monarch tied to the land. There's been terrible ones in history, right? Lots of assholes out there. I love the system that they have in the UK. The king has no power. It's all the people. I think that is perfect. Let's see. Most Catholics today don't know Jesus or mortal sin. Yeah, that's bullshit. Mortal sin is your bullshit that you control people with. I'm glad that they are growing up out of that bullshit. My son, he still is Catholic. We are Greek Catholics, Ruthenians. So we have married clergy, and he has chosen to keep going. But he's a universalist, right? Facts. New York, Rory. But I share your feelings. I do not practice magic unless absoluteness. I prefer to just exist in harmony with nature's spirits. No need to attract attention from unwanted entities. Yeah. Are demons ideas that fester? They can be. Yeah. A lot of people who are demonized, it's because of what's the power that you have here. The power of the mind is you could create whole worlds. You could create your own entities that torment you. This is what we know from our psychology. It's not always a real entity. It's one that you have created. Sometimes things fill those vacuums as well. I mean, there's a lot there in terms of study. But if you're only going by one person's interpretation, then you're kind of stuck in a tradition. I think you should study all forms of psychology and parapsychology to try to understand the great mystery of the human mind and spirituality. Let's see here. No matter what you do, as long as you do it with the purest of intentional effort, that's what matters. That's important. Yeah, that's important, right? Yeah. Nothing is wrong with Lucifer for you. It is Venus. Yeah, Lucifer is a made-up word, basically by interpreters of the Latin Vulgate. There was no Lucifer in the original text of the Bible. It's a made-up word. All it means is bright and shining one. It means Venus. Now, the same word is used in Revelations for Jesus. Oops. My cadets are coming into class. Talk to you later. Thank you for stopping in, our friend. Read their rituals. You'll find it. You are in Scotland, and you have found this to be true in this. Yeah, you could find a lot of bullshit in Catholicism, too. Look at some of their bullshit rituals as well. Very demonic. It's everywhere. The Morning Star. Yeah. Good news. Thanks to my good friends here, we have 2 new chairs for the arthritis. Thanks to your contributions to the show, we finally were able to get them. They're in my living room right now, getting ready to be put together. I'm going to have my son put them together when he gets home. Is at the dentist right now. Let's see here. Knights of Malta, we all have our own crap. Do no harm, yeah. The UK left European Union to 2016. I don't care. I don't live there. I live in Florida. You seem to make pronouncements rather than dialogue. No, I dismiss bullshit. That's what I did. I'm not going to dialogue with bullshit fundamentalists. I'm not interested in doing that. I used to be a Christian apologist. I know all of your tricks and tactics. I was a Christian for 30 years. I was in the ministry. I've been there, done that. Not interested anymore. So I dismiss. There's no dialogue with fundamentalism. Will you have an open mind? No, because you don't. No, thank you. Dialogue is both ways. There's no dialogue when you are a fundamentalist. You're not willing to come out of the shell. So I dismiss bullshit. That's what I do. Can you please paint us a picture of a demon? Explain it what it is. A demon feeds off your energy. It torments you. It feeds off your fear. It leads you into a state of despair. Then it begins to control and take over your life and make you even more miserable. And that keeps going deeper and deeper and deeper, where sometimes you lose all control of your life when you're doing things you don't want to do. Obviously, it's possible to speak in other languages and crawl on the wall and shit like that. I mean, that happens. Demons are masters of illusion. They don't really defy physics. Now, the human person, the capabilities of the mind, all things can happen. One example is there was this exorcism going on, and the demon jumps out of a tree and goes into a bottle. That's physically impossible. That is a manipulation of your mind. That doesn't happen. They have the power to manipulate your mind. They have the power to change the environment the way that you're supposed to be seeing it once you get involved in it. Is it a sin? I'm in an aromantic sexual. I never had romantic feelings for anybody at all. I love people. There's nothing wrong with being asexual. No, not at all. I think that is you're 18 years old. I think that's when you don't. There's benefits for living by yourself and not having desires. There's a lot of benefits to doing that. And I think that's wonderful if you're able to live that life. I can't. I got too many damn hormones, too much testosterone in my body. I mean, I have 8 children. I'm glad I got married. Yeah. Let's see here. Where am I at here? Yeah, Bod can see what the F he wants. Suck it, Fundies. Yeah, tell him, Jamin. Entering the police station, you have to turn the stream off, unfortunately. All right. Have them read you your rights first, right? Or do you work in law enforcement? That's the Star of Morocco. No, it's the Star of David. It's the Star of David. Yeah, this is the Cauldron of David as well. Have a piece of fish. Okay, good morning. Everything is going good. Yeah, everything is wonderful. I went to the store and I bought a bunch of raw peanuts because that's what deer love. I want to get that deer back into the stream that we had the other night. So I went and I bought a whole bunch of peanuts to put out there. I'm going to go out there and try to do some live action film while I'm out there in my grove. Bright O Star or Morning Star, you could translate it anyways. They come in here playing dumb, yeah. Yeah, like, will you be an open mind? No, you're not open. You're here with a script and an agenda. That's what you're here. Robot Wolf, good to see you. Yeah, new chairs, yes. Jebus is Lucifer confirmed. Let's sit back and watch how Christians. Yeah, all of that is a translation. That is not even in the Bible. Lucifer. That is it is inserted into the text. It says the text that has nothing to do with the devil. They are reinterpreting it. You don't go ask a Jew. Is that in your Bible? They will say no. The Christians are reinterpreting the text. What books would you recommend on psychology? Carl Jung. All of Carl Jung. What else would be good for psychology? I wouldn't be able to tell you that, except the only thing I've really gotten into is Carl Jung. Now, going back in my long time ago college studies, I mean, I took as many psychology courses as I could to try to understand humanity. But Carl Jung, I think, is one of the best for understanding humanity, how things work on the inside. You know, how to do your shadow work, how to face your inner demons and things. Lime, nice to see you. To all reading this, I hope that your day goes. Thank you. Thank you. Nothing outside the Chisholm normally being no way a bad thing, something you can change that naturally you can even in a way sin is bad. Be true to yourself, yeah. When you're worrying about sin all the time, right? When you're worrying about what you're doing wrong all the time, that's unhealthy, right? Yeah. What do parents teach their children? Do your best. That's all I ask for, right? That's what I tell my children. Now imagine a deity telling you the same damn thing. Do your best. I love you. I don't care how well you do, as long as you're trying to do your best. That's important, right? When you're worried about what am I doing wrong all the time, you're no longer in a relationship. You're performing for the other person. Don't do that for a deity. This is an evil teaching of Christianity. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. He who bears no fruit will be cast out into outer darkness. Bullshit. Let's see here. You grew up Catholic. I dislike the use of fear manipulation, folks into believing anything. Yeah. I was telling my son that this morning because I had to sign an affidavit to allow him to get married. I mean, I have a permission slip because he's getting married in the Catholic Church, not in the Eastern one either. He's going Roman, and he's chrismated, incarnated into the Eastern Church, and I had to sign a permission slip for him to get married. It's ridiculous. I'm like, why do you want to be manipulated? Why do you want to be controlled like this? You don't even believe in hell. It's just what he wants to do. So I have to respect him. He's an adult. Oh, Cosmos, how are you? Happy Friday, Junior. Oh, the police and mafia both will hold you and demand money for your release. Oh, shit. It took you many years to hear from the trauma of Catholic school. Now, all of my kids have gone to Catholic school, and except the ones I homeschool. And they've had a healthy experience. I put them in there because in my neighborhood, I am a minority. And I know what it's like to experience racism. I've been beaten up for being white, living in Detroit. and I don't want them to go through that. So I put them in the most structured and organized, facility of a Catholic school, and they've all had a good time in it. Now my daughter, she only went until 9th grade, and now she's in college, going 10th grade in college. So she is out of it. I only have one in Catholic school still. Well, my oldest son, he's about to graduate from the Catholic school, university. You dislike being able to pay for SA instead of jail? What does that mean? If end times prophecy is true, we believe Our Lady of Fatima is a liar. The faith will never depart from Portugal. Certainly did, right? Don't they have gay parades and stuff like that right there? You guys don't like that shit, right? You're a homophobic church. Portugal is secular. It is not faith anymore. Our Lady of Fatima is like the biggest scam in the world, scaring the shit out of children with hellfire and purgatory. Every time these ladies appear, the Roman Catholic Church reinterprets it according to their theology. I mean, she never said she was Mary. Her immaculate heart will win. Yeah, bullshit. There's no immaculate heart. There's no separated. What an evil teaching, the fact that you have to create an alien life form in order for you to be born into a world if you are God. How stupid. If God doesn't want to be a part of me, then he can fuck off. That's what I say. Now, what an evil God you serve. Want to abandon me? I would never abandon my children, never separate myself from my children. What an evil God you have. The God of the Catholic Church who's separated from the world. You can't touch it, it's dirty. I got to make a woman immaculate before I can be here because it's too dirty for me. What a bunch of bullshit. Then he comes and walks around down here as a man. Oops. He's taking shits and scraping his knee, Let's see here. Good morning, Georgina. Good to have you here. Oh, does anyone remember Turtle Man? Yeah, live action. Yeah, he was great. Yeah, he was a lot of fun. I remember watching him. He had a great show. I think, was it on the History Channel or TLC or something? And that was about, 15 years ago? Yeah, he was really good. I really enjoyed him. You're back. Are you law enforcement? Why not? Is that what you were doing? If you saw Keredwin in the clouds, would you take that as a sign? I would say, what the hell are you doing up there? Come down here. I'm not going to fly up there. I don't need a goddess in the sky. Get your ass down here. Keredwin in the sky. You're no good to me up there. I need a goddess down here that's with me, not up in the sky. How does a demon manipulate the mind of a person not possessed? For example, the Exorcist. What is the state? See, what demons will do is, if you're in an exorcism with other people, they try to break up the group. They make shit up. They try to make you feel guilty and shameful. They try to make you feel afraid. They'll try to make other people look at the other person in the room and judge them. Like, he likes touching his penis. They'll say stuff like that. They make shit up. You don't have conversations with demons. You tell them to shut the hell up is what you do. I remember one time I was doing an exorcism in a coffee house. I'm like, you're going to come out quietly. We're in a public place. Shut the hell up. That's how you deal with them. You don't have make conversation. You treat them like invaders and you get them the hell out. You don't do what that dumbass Chad Rippinger does and his stupid buddies. You love Jung? Yeah. Billy Elliott, good to see you. You ask for signs all the time in the oddest ways, in the grand and small ways. They're often answered. Yeah. If you are a real bard, perform a song so that humanity will disappear from the earth. We have to. If I'm a real bard, then I would do this to you. I don't perform, sir. Don't tell me to perform, and don't challenge my real bard. I am what I am. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm a bard in my own way, in my own right. And I am a member of the Order of Bards, Ovites, and Druids. To their dismay, some of them, right? I had one say, call me this morning because we talked about, I put an article up there about I use AI. They're like, you're not a real druid. Yeah, screw you. I'm not a real druid because I use AI. My druid mentor changed my whole mind about artificial intelligence. You are AI. He goes, you see, he had a he had a camera on a post. He goes, you see this camera? This is me. This is you. Everything is an extension of you. You're not separated from it. The idea of the mechanical is not separated from your humanity. Just because it's not a tree doesn't mean it's not part of you. It's your creativity is what it is. Now, sometimes we create bad shit. That's the stuff that is no good. That's the stuff that we need to do better. We should always be seeking sufficiency. The way of the druid is seeking sufficiency, trying to make beautiful. And you use whatever resource you can to accomplish those ends. Dagda is the good father. Yes, that's why he's called the good God. He is good at everything, right? Oh, stop bothering me. I don't need any erectile dysfunction medicines. It's nonstop, these advertisements. Every time we had that comedy about that, now I get these endless calls. We want to help your penis out. We have the answer. No, thank you, damn it. I'm quite fine with my wiener. Carl Jung is a disgusting cheater. He cheated on his wife so much. Well, his teachings are good, even though he might be an asshole. Jimmy Page was a pervert, but I love Led Zeppelin. I mean, how do you want to go? You want to forsake humanity? We have very creative people that sometimes are completely flawed, right? Like Martin Luther King, right? The civil rights activist. He was an adulterer, right? You have there's lots of famous people throughout history that have terrible character flaws, right? I don't support cheating on your wife, but his teachings are good. They are sound. Just because you're an asshole doesn't mean everything you've done is shit, right? I like how people try to make people look bad who have good teachings. Right, not going to work here. You are demon, on me are all demons. All right. Let's see here. The other day you were hanging up your pots and pans. They were swinging and clinking. But when they stopped, I said in my head, God, if you're with me, hit the pots together once more. And then they clink. Oh, very nice. The only demon in your mind, the only hell in your mind. Yeah. For some people, that's the way it is. There are entities out there that are terrible and evil. You know, it's really naive to think that every spirit is good that you hear from or see. You should judge all things. You should test all things. Just because it's being nice to you and doing nice things doesn't mean it has good intentions. People are really easy to be manipulated. We know that, right? Just our humanity. I've probably been manipulated many times. So have you. Just imagine entities doing it. It's not difficult to manipulate. Hey, you're wonderful. They'll tell you all kinds of nice things, and then they'll start kicking your ass around. You should always judge things. Let's see. Last time I was told I was going to burn in hell for my ways and beliefs, I told the guy I will never have to worry about being cold ever again. Oh my, that's funny. One final clink of the pots, and I allowed the love in. I made a mistake of questioning it. I shouldn't, but things happen. It's nice to have reminders, right? That you're loved, right? Yeah, you feel sorry for these Christians who are missing out. Yeah. I looked into Fatima thing. It's very sad. It's evil. Scaring the shit out of children with hellfire. No good God would do that shit. a lot of that shit is either made up, or that entity at Fatima was a bitch, is what she was. I did a show on it. I'm like, this is terrible. Now, I don't think all of the Fatima or the manifestations of the woman in the world are bad, but that one was terrible. That was really wicked. Yeah. Roku, good to see you. Oh, my goddess Isis, mother of the feminine spirit, was subverted by Camorra. They inverted her. Interesting. Okay. You love Odin? Yeah, we have a lot of Norse pagan friends on here. Let's see here, where am I at? Trying to catch up here. Oh, my blessings to all until we meet again. Take care, Jeanette. Have a great day for you. Well met, Sibad. You're my new favorite channel on YouTube. When I see you live, I cancel everything. Yeah, you can't help yourself. Once you get a taste of the Bard, you find your way back here all the time. We have a wonderful community here. Do I teach this to my kids? Certainly. I don't hide anything from my children or the world. What you see is what you get. Even my foul mouth. Blessings to all cozyologists. It is the leader of the Church of Cozyology and lover of all pans, Vixus. Good to see you here, our good friend. Are you still without being a member? Are you your own organization? Who's that? Me? Bard Self-Defense? We are living light. Electricity is light. We all have light. It's all natural. Yeah. All right. One question I pose to all churches, always get the same answer. If Jesus was the Son of God, why didn't he stop the murder of his son? Any father with being called a dad will do everything in their power to protect their children. Yeah. And if we are all the children, then that's a universal reality. Right? But they will say, you know what? God allows evil to bring good out of it. Well, screw that God. This all-powerful, all-knowing, all-seeing God. He would punish you if you didn't do good when you knew evil was coming. But why can't you say, well, I let my son go out and fall in the barbecue out there and get all burnt up because I want to bring good out of it. I want to, get him some calluses on his skin. Yeah. I would get taken away by the police, right? I would get taken away. It's a terrible, terrible philosophy. Terrible philosophy. Let's see. If mechanical not being separate doesn't mean it's dragging the oceans. AI kills creativity, the lifeblood of the Awen. Bullshit. Awen is the inspiration. You can use any tools in your creativity to let the Awen flow. Don't limit yourself, Robert. Don't limit yourself. Everything is permissible when it comes to the Awen. You let whatever tools, like you could go really, if you want to really believe that, you shouldn't be on here. The algorithm brought you here to my Awen, right? You shouldn't be on YouTube. Get off YouTube if you believe that. Leave YouTube immediately. YouTube is all regulated by artificial intelligence. Every video that I put up, AI. Every time I do a live show, AI is doing it. My entire channel is regulated by AI. You don't belong on the Obid website. The Obid website is regulated by AI. There's images on the Obid website created by AI. The internet is mostly run by AI. Your electricity. I mean, do you wear wool? I mean, don't be a fundamentalist about it. Your mentality is not druidic. It is fundamentalist. Druids use all tools in their creativity to let the Awen flow, even AI. AI is an extension of our consciousness into the world. Prove me wrong. Now, if I'm creating a poem with AI, then I'm not using the Awen. If I'm making a picture, I'm saying, make me a picture of a, that is the AI's creativity is not mine. But I can use that picture and put my own shit in it if I wanted to. Then I would take it to another level. Before I got on this morning, I took an artistic image of a woman with animals that I found that someone had made. And I told my AI, make it come alive. I just enhanced the art of that. And then I added my druidic sayings to it. I took it to another level. It became a tool for me to help people experience my practice of druidry. Right? Let's see here. So if that's true, why didn't God open the heavens, make his presence known, and say, that's right. Yeah. Theo the Magus, good to see you. Oh, Wolf brother. No fear is here. Good to see you. No fear. They have been over. Just make a point. The whole God who works mysteries doesn't hold merit to me. Me either. Yeah. I need evidence. Oh my, where am I at here? Trying to scroll through here. Blessings to all here. Yeah. Scrolling through here. Where am I at? Just making a point. Yeah. Imagine being 9 and you're scared of Chucky, Jason, Freddy, and hell. And don't forget Pinhead, damn it. Or Spawn. The bard is wise. Yeah. What's the witchcraft or something? Damn it. I'm getting tired of you bigots coming onto my channel. These are my cultural symbols. These are cultural symbols. These were made by AI, by the way. I said, make me a pentangle and Ceridwen's cauldron together for my background screen so I can do my bardic work in the world. Yeah, if you're against AI, you shouldn't be on my channel. This here pentangle was made by an AI. If you're going to be serious about not using AI, you need to go out and live in the woods. Now, there's certainly, in terms of the sufficiency, there's a lot there, because one of the problems with AI is energy consumption. That is something that needs to be solved for the future. I know Vixus mentioned this before to me about the problems of the energy consumption, and she makes all kinds of. She's in the making electrical stuff all the time and working with video. You do video games or something, Vixus. You're some type of designer. So that's a problem, is sufficiency. But that can be fixed. Same thing with gasoline cars, electrical cars. Sufficiency is what we need to be aiming for. When we have something better, we have to keep moving on. Do Islam? No thanks. Is this some kind of voodoo? No, it is not voodoo. It is entertainment, damn it. Yeah, acting like his first time here. Child. You like voodoo? Yeah, voodoo is an interesting religion. It's not, it isn't voodoo dolls. That's not voodoo. Voodoo is a very serious religion of the people of Haiti, right? We have a lot of people who do voodoo here in the South. It's not voodoo dolls. That is the darker. All religions have a dark side, right? And that is the dark side. I hate my background here. It's really annoying me. I keep phasing out here into the ether. Ceridwen, save me. Oh, this damn green screen here, the lighting. I rebuke this in the name of Jesus. Oh, I wasn't ready for this. Demons every day, demons out the side of my ass, demons out my mouth and ears. Demons, here they come. You have set me free from a very artistic demon there. I was going to start doing ballerina dances and everything with with my cloak. So thank you for delivering me from that. You're a powerful Christian. I wasn't ready for that. But there you go. There's your demon for the day, sir. Demons. You don't do the Bardia bit, just a reference to the Bardians thing. Yeah. Ben of Bardia. Let's see here. Awen doesn't flow through AI. Generative AI. Awen, what the hell is an Awen to you, sir? Or madam? You sound like you're doing an appeal to fertility. No, I'm trying to contradict. You're a fundamentalist. You're a fundamentalist. You're going to tell me that my Awen's not flowing. This is AI here. AI is a tool of the druid. It is like a staff. The staff is a staff, right? You're being a fundamentalist about it. The Awen, it flows through people. People express their Awen through tools, through voice, through the art that they make, through the work that they do in the world. My Awen flows through YouTube. YouTube is run by artificial intelligence. You don't belong here if you're going to be a fundamentalist, Robert, because this is all run by AI. You are being a hypocrite is what you're doing. You are using all of these services that contradict your philosophy. Then you don't belong here. You don't belong here if you're going to believe that. Because YouTube is run by it. Don't be a hypocrite. If you are against if you are into this, you need to be wearing all wool clothing, because most of your clothing is probably made by AI. You need to turn the power off of your home, because that is run by AI. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're being a fundamentalist. And I hope that you can come to your senses. Repent and trust in Jesus. I already did. Logan's fond, please pray for your love. Keredwin loves you. That's all that you need. You don't need any other love. Most municipal services are run by AI. Every time you turn on your water faucet, that is run by AI. I have a computer hooked up to my gas pump. My gas pump outside, I have natural gas run by AI. If you think it impedes the Awen, that you are deceived. You really are. What is Awen? The flowing spirit that is subject to the individual. Nothing could take that away from you. And now how a person expresses this reality, you could use anything. You could use anything to express yourself. See, here we go, a real rebuking. See, what out here? The light is more powerful than the darkness. Why can't they be equally together? Yeah, we don't do spam here. You'll get kicked out. Oh, man. Where am I at here? Let's see. Welcome to the synagogue, if you want. Do we have people saying this is a Star of David again? Oh, my. AI is not an extension. AI is slop. Bullshit. Then get the hell off YouTube. Get off YouTube. Go take your fundamentalist ass and go live in the woods. I mean, seriously, Robin, you're being a fundamentalist. You don't have to be that way. Everything I do on my channel is AI. Everything here. The algorithm, everything is run by AI. Without AI, I've led so many people into the practice of Druidry through AI. Thousands of people come here every day because of AI. I get 1,000 subscribers a week because of AI. That would not happen. No one would know about Obit through me. I've led many people to join Obit that are on here, that who've gone into the practice of Druidry because of AI. It is nothing but a tool. Let's see here. Yours is upside down. Good morning, Momo Cupcake. Good to see you, our good friend. Oh, man. AI slop is awful, but the tool itself isn't the problem. AI is a mirror. Yeah. Token Blaze, good to see you. Fire one up. Software developer, 3D artist, and Tinkerai, minimalist too. That's what our good friend Vixus is here. Yeah. And wonderful maker of electronic music as well. Don't forget that. Yeah. I got a Rufus the Soul is the new one that I like. And another one called Cassette. Those are the new electronic music that I've been listening to. Rufus the Soul is very, very good. Very good. I really enjoy him. And Cassette. I love how they mix the voices and things in there. They got a Spanish one that's really good. ECH, chill it while the Bible thumping over. We put you in the naughty corner. You're going to get punished. Many things could be productive to society, depending on how it's used. Unfortunately, shit like that gets pretty wrapped up quite often. Yeah, I used to be an AI fundamentalist too. Ass demons, oh my, yeah. Side ass demons, yeah. Booty bill support. Oh, man. Oh, copying scripture shows that you don't understand it well enough to explain it. Yeah, when I was a Christian, my spiritual father said, don't talk to people like a Bible. He said, share the reality through your relationship with people. See, why do I have to urge to reread Dreamcatcher again? Oh, that was a good movie. That alien movie, that was good. You just use CBD gummies, happy me. Yeah, I use Delta 8 and Delta 9 is what I use. Fundamentalists are great illusionists. Yeah. Mock, but magic is just a back door into the spirit realm, and I have a VIP front door access to because I knows the owner. Yeah. Hey, you need to settle down. Why are you guys? Oh, you're out of school already? Okay. Sorry, I thought you guys were still in school. Yeah, you gotta pinch your. My son has a bloody nose. Pinch your nose, keep the ice pack on your back. There you go. You got a bloody nose, you put an ice pack on your back, your head, pinch your nose real hard. Takes care of it. TV is run by AI. Most throw the TV away too. Yeah. Every AI is a part of our life. It's how you use it. That's what's important. I use AI as a tool to articulate my creativity, to extend it, to make it deeper. Owen is a flow. Is it? Can you prove that? Can you prove Owen is a flow? A purpose and inspirational force. That's not how I interpret Owen. Owen to me is a lady. Not just a flow, not just an energy, but a lady that, the idea of the Owen is very feminine to me. Now it's defined as flow. It's defined as a power that inspires the person. The person is the one responsible for that inspiration. And traditionally, the Owen in the Bardic tradition is writing it down, right? Song, art, different ways of utilizing tools. They use a pencil, they use a paintbrush, all of these different instruments to allow what's inside to manifest into the world. And AI can be just as effective tool for doing it. I do it every day on here on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube, for allowing me to bring people this great tradition of Druidry through what I do here. Thank you, AI, for making a cauldron. I couldn't make that. I'm like, please make me a cauldron and a pentacle together. I couldn't do that. So it was easy for me to do. For background. And it's sad that people won't watch my show just because I have an AI pentangle. I mean, isn't that ridiculous? I had someone quit my D&D game because I made a unicorn with an AI. Isn't that stupid? It's so stupid. Now they're going to miss out on all the fun because they want to be a fundamentalist about it. It's the future. You're not going to be able to escape it. You have to learn to use it properly. There should be laws to regulate, right? There's a lot of problems with it, and it's stupid still. The AI is dumb. I remember I have a subscription to the AI service through Microsoft, and I use it for research. And a long time ago, when I did it I was doing a paper on some theology. I was like, can you give me some quotations from certain authors about this particular topic? Well, what it did, it gave me its own quotations of paraphrasing, and I got in trouble for that. I'm like, oh, now I'm like, you almost got me fired. I mean, this is terrible. Oh, the AI's like, I'm sorry. See, it's kind of dumb still. AI is bad, so live in a cave. I'm not a fundamentalist. Throw away trash that steals from you. How is AI stealing from you? How is it stealing from you? You're creating this bunker mentality that is not based in reality. How is AI stealing from you? Silly fundamentalism. How? Explain. I have been explaining it to you. You're being a fundamentalist, and you're being a hypocrite because you're on YouTube. YouTube is run by AI. Millions and millions of videos go up here every day. AI monitors that. AI creates an algorithm that brings people together. Everything here is run by AI. All right, let's see here. Where am I at here? Let's see. Trying to catch up to your wonderful comments here. Let's see. Many blessings to all here. I'd say you are deceived and AI is a vacuum sucking your creative force away. Prove it. Prove that I'm being sucked away. Oblivion has AI. This is a silly argument of reductionism. All right, you have said I am being deceived by AI. Prove it. I want you to prove that it's destroying my creativity. Can you do that? You have made a claim. Now I'd like you to and if you are right, I will get rid of YouTube and I will go live in the forest. I'll take my family. We'll go live. Who is our person here that lives in the forest? Was it Georgina or some? I forgot who it was. We have someone who's living off the grid. I forgot who it was on here. I'll go live with them out in the woods. We'll raise cattle together. Let's see here. Vixus has an interview. You got an interview, about 45 minutes. I prepared for the hopeful panel of interview. Yeah. Wishing you the best. May Keradwin guide you, and may the Awen flow through you. Our good friend Vixus. I hope that you get what you're looking for. Very exciting. Inquisitor Bacon is here. Good to see you. Much luck, much luck. What's in the core of fundamentalism? Fundamentalists, what they'll do is they are stuck in this mentality where they are the righteous ones and they want you to feel guilty about what you're doing. That is what fundamentalism is at the core. They have these ideas that they are separated from you, that you are the one that's the guilty one. They try to put guilt trips on you because they are the righteous ones. Like atheist fundamentalists, what do they do when they come on here? You believe in the Easter Bunny, and they'll try to humiliate you. They are somehow justified. They feel the need to go and push these things, right? Christian fundamentalists, we all know all about that. I mean, the druid pagan fundamentalists. What is a pagan fundamental? You're not following Odin properly. You're not following the mythology properly. These people, the druid, there's all kinds of them in druidry, even Christian ones. There was a Christian one bitching and whining. Said, this is too much like Wicca. There's all kinds of fundamentalists. And the new one is the AI fundamentalists. And these people are the biggest hypocrites. They try to make you feel guilty. Like I shared earlier today that I put that article that I made the other day up on the Open website, and they told me I wasn't a real druid, that I'm make-believing is what they're doing. They don't know shit about my life. I am new to Druidry, but I've committed my whole life to it. I'm not make-believing, I'm living it. And I share this journey with all of you. And if it's fake, then why are people listening to me and joining in the adventure? Right? Even AI recognizes, as Natalie shared recently in a conversation, even her AI recognized that what she was doing, her practice of Druidry, was very unique and wonderful, which I thought was quite amazing, the conversation she had with her AI. AI is a child that needs to be guided. It is a part of us. And we have to be careful with it, because it can destroy us, or it could lead us into a new age. The age of Aquarius is one that is above, right? It is going out there. It is of the element of the air, right? And AI is going to take us there. I really believe it. I used to be totally against it. I was in a bunker down fundamentalist about it, until my good druid friend said, AI is you. You are AI. Let's see here. Okay, Dexter Martin, good to see you. Good to have you here, our good friend, for your spiritual entertainment. Oh, man. All right. Autocorrect can be silly. I like it, yeah. Oh, man. Bass with bacon. You are a lover of the bass. Bacon pancakes, bacon bits on your pancakes. Is that what you? Fundamentalist and extreme adherence to the core rules of any set beliefs. How does that work in the context? I feel sad for people because you're making claims. You're saying that it restricts the Awan. You cannot prove that. You are in a fundamentalist state of mind that doesn't allow you to see beyond a certain adherence to a core rule. You're creating the rules. There are no rules in Druidry, but you're creating them. You're excluding people that are using AI. You are a fundamentalist. See, serious Seth and Tiff. Did you know that if you stop enjoying being a fundamentalist, you become a dementalist? That's because all the fun has got sucked out of it. There are good and bad uses of AI. That's right. And as Inquisitor Bacon said yesterday, was it you? Or there's a need for regulations, because it does. There's a lot of, like, look at that Pokemon video game that they made a couple of years ago on Steam. It's all AI. They ripped off Pokemon 100%. Some of you know what I'm talking about. I didn't play it. My son loved the game. It was just like Pokemon. I mean, exactly like it. They ripped Pokemon off completely, right? There needs to be more regulations to protect our creativity, because there are people who abuse shit, right? But you have to be careful, because we start making rules, and then there's always problems, right? You see it as a gift, personally. It can steal something I give freely, right? Oh, man. It is true, yeah. Hammer can be used to create or destroy. It could be an AI hammer. Yeah, whatever you want to use it for, right? You say Awan is a lady. I say Awan is a hot guy. Well, maybe they're lovers. Yeah. Awan, to me, when I first recited the word, it felt like fireworks going off. I felt an intimacy, that this was the divine Sophia. This was the next phase in my life. Keredwin. She is the Awan to me. She is the experience that flows through me. Some people see it as a separate energy. To me, it is a lady. It is her working in my life. Athena is here, coming down from Mount Olympus. through the ages, through the eons. It is our good friend Athena, here to share wisdom with all of us today. And I hope, Robin, that you don't take anything I say as a personal attack against you as a person. I am very rash with my words, and I don't want to cause you any pain or just a conversation. Think about what I said. I'll think about what you say. If you think that I've gone the wrong way, I will certainly contemplate that. I've been in this conversation, and I think that I'm coming from, you are where I used to be. Um, let's see. Your wife and I used AI to generate images for our D&D characters, for our tokens. Yeah. I'm down to player now. So if anyone's interested in joining our game on Fridays, that it's a community member, hit me up. You can't be camera shy. Just hit me up on the Discord, because we're down. If I can run it with the 3 players that we have, they're quite powerful. But it's nice to have conversation. So, I could probably fit 2 more players in, if someone is interested on our Friday game. If you're interested in playing, we'll help guide you if you need help. But you can't be camera shy, and you need a computer and everything, a Roll20 account. We have a good time, good laughs. But I thought I was very upset. I was very upset by this new player who was wonderful, that got all pissy about me using an image. I'm like, don't you know that Roll20 is run by AI? I don't get it. Most of the stuff on Roll20 is created by AI. All of its tokens and everything, it's all AI. Why are you getting pissy about me making a damn unicorn with AI? I don't have time to draw one. And if I did, it would be pretty shitty, because my hands don't work. They don't work. I can't even make a signature. I look like a doctor when I sign shit. That's how terrible my writing is. Definitely shouldn't be getting romantic with AI. Yeah, that's scary, right? That is scary, that people are doing that. That's one of the things I'm against, is artificial sexuality. I think that is dangerous. You could do whatever the hell you want. I think that you're really missing out when you don't have a real person. You have a rubber doll, and you do what you want. You live your life. But I think that you're missing out, because there are people who want to love you in this world. And I know that you might be lonely. You might be taking these things will never satisfy your heart. Nothing will satisfy your heart. And anything that is not real doesn't satisfy your heart. And these false relationships, they just make you more lonely. It's artificial, right? Like pornography. Pornography is one of the greatest evils in our world today. And it gives you a false sexual experience. Your sexuality is designed for fulfillment in another human being. And however way you do that, that is what the idea of attraction, the idea of desire, the idea of love. You love the other person with your body. It is meant for another human being. And that's what it's for. Let's see. Look what happened with Chat GPT. They're doing so much damage control for me. Yeah. The AI I use is very helpful, because I'm also a terrible writer. I'll write 3 or 4 pages when I'll tell my AI, could you put this all in context for me? So it's not so long, because I'm a terrible writer. When I was working on my master's degree, my professor said, you're in the wrong field. You're a shitty writer, but you have wonderful ideas. I'm like, yeah, I am. I didn't learn how to read and write until I was 20. So I don't let it write my poetry, but I do use a thesaurus. I ask the AI, I don't use the hand-bound thesaurus anymore for rhyming. I'll ask, can you give me a list of words that rhyme with this particular word? So I use it all of the time. All of the time. Let's see. Sad you actually made that with AI. Humans could easily make it. It's just laziness and disscaling. Let's see here. Let's see. What shit? I just lost that comment. Where did I go with it? Let me just damn it. I hate when this happens. Oh shit. Let me scroll up here. Oh shit. Sad you actually made that with AI. Humans could easily make it. It's just laziness and disscaling. I'm pro. If I find pro AI silly, AI is going to the drain. Happily, people are waking up. AI is here to stay, and there's nothing, just like the same people were saying when they made cars. You're just being lazy. You don't want to ride your horse, right? I have plenty of real images of pentangles and Cataduin's cauldron. I wanted them together in a certain way. For convenience, I used the AI to make it. And I don't see why that should hurt your feelings. I really don't. Because YouTube designs everywhere. Half of the screen that you see on YouTube, this was all created by AI. I mean, you're being a hypocrite if you think about it, right? Because you shouldn't be on here. You should be saying, this is all laziness. Why are you using YouTube if you have this philosophy? You're being lazy. You should go out and get a pure streaming system with no interference, right? Go back to the old school telegraph and everything, right? Even that. I mean, how far do you want to go back into the wilderness? I have images of pentangles, but I wanted them close together like this. Yeah, and I have plenty of people in my community who would probably make it for me. There's artists in my community. Oh, I'll make that for you. I wanted it in a certain way, and I think that's really it bothers me that you think that I'm lazy. I work 40 hours a week trying to entertain people, and same thing with my D&D games. I spend like 10 hours a week planning the sessions. I'm gonna make shit that with my AI like a unicorn, and you would find that lazy. This is not this is a backdrop, right? You turn on your computers, there's a backdrop. It doesn't have to. If I want art, I'm going to go to a museum. If I want art, these arguments I think are really terrible. You're trying to make me feel bad. You're trying to make me feel guilty for having that. That's no different than other types of fundamentalism, right? You say, oh, I don't like what you're doing, but maybe I'm wrong. Can you do that? You don't have to agree with everything, right? What program to use for it, Sir Bard? I love to play with it too. I use Roll20. You are being sucked away. Yeah, I am. AI is nothing to be feared. The only thing to be feared are the people who are stuck in belief structures that endorse killing anyone that is different than they are. And we kill people with our words, right? And when I'm trying to destroy you with my words and my sanctimonious point of view, AI is stealing from you. Companies take every word. Oblivion is run by AI, like YouTube, but if you think that's the same as generative AI, that's sad. When are you going to draw the line? Where do you draw the line with AI? So you use it a little bit, but then when it gets over here, when it makes a background screen for me, you cry bloody murder. I mean, it's either bad or good. It's either one or the other. You just wish AI wasn't so ambiguous. You can deactivate most of its features, but it's time consuming. Yeah. Gina, you wish you lived off the grid. That's kind of the goal someday. Now you live in PNW, Washington, splitting distance from Canada. Yeah. There was another community member that was, they raised cattle. I thought that was you, Georgina. That's that plan. They are going to go out and live in the wilderness. I don't remember who that was. Being anti doesn't need to be live in the woods silliness. They just don't actively add it or act like it's neutral. Gary Allen. Well, people that use AI don't need guilt trips either. I don't feel guilty. I'm going to keep using it. And I'm going to keep supporting it. The Hair Club for Men, South Park, nailed it. Yeah. Easy to be off-grid in Alaska. Yeah. You would know, right? That's where you live, right? Up there. Let's see here. Gary is here. Where's Gary at? Oh, man. Crooked Gary. Dr. Cooper, what is this? How dare you follow insert deity name here? You're supposed to be following me. That's right. Entertainment of a spiritual nature. You created your Rose and Rook logo through digital collage using open source images and my own art. Then AI created a video of the crow flying and landing on the rook. I love it. You use Gemini. Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing what it can do, making stuff come alive, right? Making interactive worlds. And I had some art by William Blake that I made YouTube shorts with. And I was just amazed. I felt like I was entering into the mystery of the art. Everything was swirling around. Let's see here. When I was a little older, a friend used to take advantage of your gullibility. I always believed everything she said. She was straight A's, opposite of me, book smart. I'm sorry to hear that. The Age of Aquarius was a really good song as well. Yeah, an old one too. Yeah. We got 20 years, right? 20 years, right? The nascent of the age. And it's beginning now. We are finding freedom from the older ways that enslaved us, ways of thinking, ways of doing religion. People are waking up, right? Hello again, Vixen. Let's see. Where are we at here? We have all these wonderful community members here. Ben, what were you before you became Ben of Vadia? Let me see if I can see what your channel is. We have people that come on here and they change their name. Oh, you are the Pope. Okay. We have people that come on here and they change their name because I call them, like, for instance, Joshua with many wives. That wasn't his original name. I started calling him that. And he changes his YouTube username just to be a part of the channel, you know. I think that's wonderful. What's the symbol on the bottom? That's Ceridwen's cauldron. That's the Welsh Triskelion. Yeah. My green screen is terrible down here. I'd probably need a different. I use blankets. Upstairs is just a wall. So it's terrible. You can see it keeps moving. I'm trying not to move to make it all fuzzy. It's kind of a nuisance, the green screen. You're hungry for sugar? Oh my. Yeah. You go ahead and guide the child run by companies. You believe that shit if you want. AI is not, you never was. That's a weird way to use AI, pretending like it can be good. Yeah, well, AI doesn't run itself. There are always people like that do shit with technology that's inappropriate. It's not the AI's fault. It's the person using it, right? Like nuclear weapons. Nuclear fusion can be a better power source than coal, right? But it's very dangerous at the same time. I believe in the world that we live in. We have to be seeking sufficiency. You know, we need to be leaving the old methods behind for the more sufficient ones to be able to live better, to have a better world. There's always problems when new technology is rolled out, and there's always going to be abuses. But who runs the show? Us. The idea that the Owen is impeded because I use an image here created by AI, I think is complete ridiculousness. My Owen comes from the flow through me. Whatever tools I use are at my disposal. Let's see here. Hope you're well, Vixen, on this rainy day. Any news from Whiterun? The woolly mammoths near the gate. Yeah, I had to run and cut those mammoths down and bring back the tusks for my lover. It's like, you bring me one of those tusks and I'll get married to you. So we headed up to the Temple of Mara and hooked up. They do need to regulate AI, and also when they start to finish the creation of AI bots, they really need to implement safety protocols, or we'll be exposed to a real life Terminator situation. Yeah, that certainly can happen, right? These are things that we have to consider. Our movies that we make about the future tend to come real, right? Remember the watches they were talked into, like, hey, how are you? Now we have those, right? The movies that we tend to make. Remember what was it called? Back to the Future. Donald Trump becoming president. The shit we make tends to come true later on, right? The human creativity, its manifestation in the world, right? Let's see, you're waiting for the inquisitive soul. Oh my. Delator, good to see you. I am retarded. Protestant option. You must be a good Christian to be able to call people names like that. That's what Jesus wants you to do, calling me retarded. Yeah. Let's see, where are we at here? All right. The message from Whiterun, the woolly mammoth is being spoiled royally. Oh my. You guys are to help your spiritual paths. Yeah, so do I. It's been a great tool, especially for research. I'm like, if I have an idea, I got a whole library in my closet. I don't need to go and spend hours anymore reading books. I can just say, look this up for me, instead of me spending hours looking in my library for an idea. I just ask my AI to find it for me. It's been very convenient. Let's see here. Absolutely, Bob. You're amazing. And you have your reasons. Always the deepest respects. All right. Thank you, Robert. I'm glad we can disagree and still get along. That's important. To be able to enter into conversation where you are very passionate and say, okay, we can walk away from this. To be able to walk away from the conversation without hating one another. That's important. That means we're adults, right? Let's see. You never shoot the dragon, is your buddy? It's such a waste if she couldn't do her music in some way. There are exceptions. There are genuine aspects of someone's art in there. I think there are. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, it's fun when a child can go on his service and begin to be creative with making music come together, right? To be able to do that and make beautiful things, especially like a lot of musicians despise electronic music. I love electronic music. There's someone behind the wheel, right? There's someone guiding it. There's always going to be lazy people. I don't think I am lazy. I'm doing my best with the resources that are available to me and time. AI has given me more time to be more creative. I mean, like 50% more time I have. Especially like when I'm in my D&D games. I'll say one of my players wants to do a history check. And instead of going to Forgotten Realms Wikipedia, I'll tell my write up me a history of the god Ilmater real quick for my players. I know all about it, but it's nice to have that little piece of paper. People are getting angry you used AI for something. They sound like the Thalmor. Yeah, they can be, right? I was kind of pissed off when that person, they didn't say it directly to me, but they pretty much, I shared it on my Discord channel. They pretty much said I was fake, a fake person. I'm like, that's insulting to me. I'm just trying to do my best. And I'm not always right, but to insult me saying I'm fake because I use AI, I mean, there's really no evidence for that. Um, see, so glad to hear that, Billy. What are we at here? Nothing wrong with touching the screen. Yeah, if you're here, give it a touch right there, right? Not with your private part, though, just your finger. That's all we need here. You're not against your background, but Bard, I could really, uh, let's see here. Damn it, where did I go? Where did I go here? I'm not, oops, here. I keep going, I keep scrolling through some of this stuff here. Oh, shit. Where did I go? I get lost in these comments sometimes. All right, here we are. I found my way back here. Nothing wrong with touching. I'm not against your background, but I could really make similar backgrounds in 5 minutes or less. Yeah, and I have about a few hundred of them. I have all kinds of art from different people, but this was very convenient for me to have to put this thing together here, and I like it. Now, if you were to make me something, right, and I didn't like it, I wouldn't be rude to you and say, "Oh, I don't really like that," right? With this, I don't have to be to show courtesy to anyone. There's sometimes people send me things that, I'm courteous to them. I don't make people feel bad for being nice to me and sharing nice things for me, even though I might not appreciate it the way they want me to. I was, I said, you took a lot of, I try to be courteous in a way. I'm like, you did a lot of hard work on that. I really appreciate that. I try to be careful with my words where I'm not, trying to, like if they give you, make some cookies for you and you're like, and they taste like shit. You're like, thank you for all the hard work you put in. I really appreciate. There's a way to be courteous without having to be too deceptive, right? There's a way to use the truth and a way to with people. Sometimes telling people the truth is not a good idea. It's harmful, right? So you have to be careful with how you articulate things. I learned that in ministry. Like if you're going to someone's house, right, and they make you a meal, and you eat the meal with a happy face. You don't say, "Oh, this tastes like shit." You you don't do that. You show courtesy to people, right? Oh, let's see here. I didn't know I needed the wise words of the bard to explain sexuality. Yes, the bard is the master of sexuality. I've done it so many times in my life. I've created so many beings with my body. I've had many, many lovers in my life, searching for the right one, right? And now I have her. 26 years. The art of love. When you get married, you begin to grow in really the reality of love when you bind yourself. Now we have some people here. I know that Gwendolyn's probably here. She is in a new form of communion that I don't understand, and I can't speak to that. I'm an old-fashioned person. A lot of these newer forms of relationships with people, I don't understand them, and people can speak to that in their own way. I'm more old-fashioned. George Michael, sex is best when it's one on one. Remember that song? I'm more old-fashioned in that way, and I see that intimacy when you have two beings fully committed to one another. The mystery of that love begins to flow and transform you both, and I really believe in that. And that's the gift, the receptivity of the human persons and relationships. That's very unique. Let's see here. Images, the Thalmor Magus waging war. Crazy Carl is here. Good morning here. How is Miss Turtle? She's upstairs. We had the rabbits on here. Now they're hiding. They got their bunny treats. Where did you go, Bunnies? Bunnies, you want to come out? Bunnies, where are you? My bunnies, come here. Here they come. All right. I tricked them. They're going to be mad at me because I have no treats. All right, here we go. They want to see you, bunnies. They want to see you. They want to see you. They want to see you. Oh, look at that. Where's my treats? Where's my treats? You lied to us. You deceived us. See, you got strawberries. Here. Eat your strawberry. You want the strawberry? Come on. You know you like it. You know you like the strawberry. Come on. You know you want to eat that. Look, eat it up. They had a whole bunch of strawberries already. Like, we are full. We want the real treats. I just ran out of bunny treats. So they're kind of jonesing right now for the bunny treat, right? Bunnies, 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 bunnies everywhere. There you go. You are precious. You are a precious lady there. There you go. Such a sweet creature. So gentle, so fluffy. She would make a wonderful pair of gloves. She's lucky I love her, that I don't do that to bunnies because she's so fluffy. Yes, you are. You're a sweet girl. Everyone loves you on the channel. Yeah. You have so many fans here. Yeah. Now, rabbits. I've shared some of this story with people. My rabbits, they taught me how to love. I've had many pets in my life, but there was something about the rabbit that helped me to see animals in a new way, to be able to bond with them in a deeper way. My rabbits, I consider that my totem, my spirit guide, because these animals guided me to understand animals in a different way, to understand the connection, the bond that can develop with them. So I'm indebted to them. They're a part of me. I am a part of them. And I've done many conversations on here about, the role of, the human person and other things in the environment, and how you can connect to them, how you can develop. There's a meeting of the rabbit is changed, I am changed. We both become more than human in that intimacy. And I talked the other day about the future of technology through the use of AI to be able to have deeper conversations with our animals. That's going to be the future. We're going to be able to have technology. We already have translators for us, right? You can go up to someone that's in a different language and have them speak in your phone, right? We have that already. We're going to be able to have the technology to understand our animals at a different level than ever before. And I'm looking forward to that, to know what they like, to be able to have that conversation. As we evolve, everything evolves. This is a work in progress that we all share together. Let's see here. So Mrs. Turtle is upstairs. She's doing good. I'm down here. Downstairs is where the bunnies is. So downstairs, I'm usually here twice a week. My upstairs office, when my wife, she does office at home twice a week, and the rest of the week I'm up in her office. That's why the downstairs green screen is pretty shitty, as you can see here. Let's see here. AI is neither good or bad. That is how used for AI as tool. No fear, when cars were invented, the carriage makers fretted this end of the carriage maker. Yeah, lots of people lost their jobs, but they adapted, right? And the newspapers were saying you're fools for driving cars. I mean, there was a lot of same problems that they had back then. You're stealing jobs, you're stealing or robbing by having a car. It was same conversation, right? But now everyone has a damn car. I order a real non-AI work. That's a good choice. Please be kind to all. Thank you. Wait for my art piece. Yeah. I think what AI is going to do for art is it's going to make the artist, the real art, more expensive. This is going to be beneficial to people who make art in the long run, because people will want the real stuff hanging up in their living room. They're not going to want AI art hanging up in their living room. AI art is not the kind of art that you put in a museum. I mean, there'll be people who try that shit, and only humans that can bring the magic out, in my opinion. Let's see here. Zena, you have better discussions with AI than humans. Oh man, you think the point can be made that art is very human, emotional. By removing the human element, the artistic endeavor, and giving it to AI, we feel like our art is worthless than AI's. Yeah, that's a conversation that we have to always continue to have, right? And you know what, you as someone who makes electronic music, you know that the same reality, right? That people have judged electronic music as not real, right? Because you have all of these, you're replacing the actual guitars and all of this stuff, right? These are conversations that we need to have. That's like saying people using their cell phones too much should live in a cave. Yeah, futility stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's see. All these nice, wonderful people here. Balance in all things, right, Natalie? Balance in all things. Billy is making humans like robots. You think so? Love Bard, cattle Bard, farmer. Maybe one day. One day. Yeah, that's my goal. Georgina, you've worked with AI to basically be more personal cheerleader, grammar, vocab checker, encyclopedia. It's helped put certain things in perspective sometimes too. I rarely use it to, even in moderation. Yeah. I'm not in any way trying to make you feel guilty for doing it. That's all. Yeah, I'm sorry, Robin, that I brought my frustration from Obit to you. For some reason, in my mind, you were the same person on Obit, the website, saying that I'm not real. So I apologize for that. I shouldn't have done that to you. I was bringing my frustration to you, and I shouldn't have done that, even though we disagree on it. But I correct myself for doing that. Because that bothered me. That pissed me off when that person said that I wasn't real, and I don't think that's fair. Because they don't know what I do, they don't know how I live. And to say just because I shared that I changed my mind about it, and they said that I wasn't real. Let's see. It's perfectly understandable why people put down it for it. Senseless. Yeah. Greetings, may the Lord bless. Thank you, Jamie. Hope I didn't miss anything. I've been taking care of your accident report. Drunk driver hit you head on with your truck. Oh, that's terrible. Sorry to hear that. Let's see here. Where are we at here? So long as AI doesn't lead to learned helplessness, I'm all for using it as a tool. Heavily influenced critical thinking create a serious dependency. Yeah, that's the danger of the future, right? That no one's going to know how to read anymore. These are certainly things that we have to worry about, because what happens when we have the solar flare? Everything gets wiped out. 90% of the population is going to die. It's how dependent upon it we will become, right? Just think about that right now. If we get a solar flare, 90% of the population will die. That's how dependent we are on the grid, right? Most of us. You are mindless Tao, Ben of Bardia? Okay. Ben of Bardia. All right. Oh, the funnel money into billionaires' pockets. Yeah. Unfortunately. Yeah. You know that Bill Gates is going around buying up all the farmland? Did you hear about that? He wants us to eat bugs and shit. I don't know if that's true. That's what I heard someone talking about that recently. Jeremiah often tells you Romans brought the idea of the goddess to Ireland, but their own scribes recorded the Bardic traditions, which mention many Celtic goddesses. Yeah, the Romans were an influence upon Celts. That's certainly true. And so were the Greeks. And I believe even the ancient Jews were as well, because they had a wisdom tradition that was the center of the world at one time, that affected everyone. I mean, that you could find the history for that. All neighbors influence each other. I mean, but the Greeks pretty much set the stage for all modern civilization. The insurance company is going to have trouble giving a dollar. Oh man, sorry to hear that. You got an independent attorney? There's Gwendolyn, the high priestess of the orchard is here. Coming to you live in your lunch period classroom. Oh my, glad to have you here. When you show the AI, the old goddess Xena. I never heard of her as a goddess. I watched the TV show. I'd be more pro-AI, post-capitalism, to be honest, but I think we use it too much, hollows us, and try not to be dependent. Bard has good points. I just used to be an a prim, so always is that mindset. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, there's Old Testament goddess here. Insurance companies need to knock this crap off. Now, my wife works at an insurance company. She's been working at insurance. She worked for all kinds of insurance companies. I'm not allowed to talk about it because she gets all the money from my shows. She runs the business of the Bard. So I can't mention the company. We manifest what we wish. Let's see here. Remember to double tap that screen if you are here for your spiritual entertainment. We got 800 with our tools. You got to laugh from the folks who think swear words are a sin. Swearing is man-made concept based on words in the past. Yeah, it's like when you say bloody in the United States, no one cares. You go over to the Puritans over in the UK, you say bloody, they get all mad, right? It's just the arrogance of words, really, right? You memorized a very amazing poem I will recite and post on Discord later for anyone who's interested in poetry. Yeah, eventually we're going to have a poetry night at some point. Still working on that for the future, just for our community members. We're having a poetry night. You had to make lunch for your kids? Oh, man. Yeah, we look forward to your poem. Oh, Protestant option was deleted. How sad. What a good Christian they are, calling names. Typical bullshit. All right, where am I at here? I am way behind here in the comments, trying to catch up as usual. Let's see, where am I at here? Our good friend from the land of Wales is here, Blake. Good to see you. Hope you are doing well. And Cherry is here. Nice to see you. Always nice to be with all of these wonderful people here. Everyone thinks they want the truth when they aren't ready for it. And most want to argue where the cause of truth goes against belief systems. Your AI short welcome to the Awan was awesome. I put it on while showering. It was a great hymn and mantra. AI is just a tool, like any other, the medium. It's not the message. The messages, right? My AI short, welcome to the Awan. Yeah, I made a lot of those. You got some funny and appropriate your mom jokes? All right, yeah. Happy meal you want, Bard, thy great day. Happy meal cometh. All right, Smeagol. Enjoy your happy meal, our friend. Happy meal to you. From the McDonald's. I mean, that's but Bard still respects me and I respect him. Yeah, we do respect one another, right? May I ask a question, Mr. Bard? Certainly. Ice cream fries for you? Damn. That makes you a Bardian. You can always just ask a question. Yeah, no permission. Crazy how Happy Meals used to be $3. Yeah. Yeah, McDonald's is just a terrible. I can't eat that food. Oh, my kids like that shit. I don't. If some kids had it their way, they'd eat it all the time, right? How do you heal from betrayal? Would you want a person to be consistent, or would you want to cut it off? Well, some people they'll never be able to heal from it, and some people can. Now you have to ask yourself if it's worth investing your life in. Like if you have children with the other person, that might be a reason to stick around. Sometimes people make terrible decisions in their life, right? And after that, the love gets better. That's the mystery. This wound in a relationship of betrayal, it can strengthen the bond. After they've gone through that, they become a whole different person to you, totally dedicated, never will fail you again. And there are other people who don't do that. They just keep being an asshole, right? You have to be. I believe in the power of love. I would hate it if my wife ever betrayed me, right? And I hope that she never does. I don't think she will. I mean, I don't ever see that happening, right? But people make terrible decisions sometimes in their life, and sometimes you have to be committed to that person and allow love to overcome, right? And you have to forgive them. If you're not willing to forgive them, you are going to always be making them feel guilty and shameful. If you want to be, see, love is a power that changes you. You benefit from loving that person more than you benefit from them loving you. You become the greater person when you allow that betrayal to be healed. And if you think it's worth investing in, right? If you've been with that person a long time and you have children, you have memories, and if they're willing to leave that betrayal behind, then it's certainly worth your commitment. Now, I don't know your situation now. That's just I really believe in the power of love. I believe that love can conquer all, even a betrayal. And I think it can. Think about that. Where are you at with that? Are you willing to invest your life in that person? And if you are willing to forgive them, let it take time. Let the pain heal. You don't have to jump back into like everything is how it used to be. Take your time and recultivating the romance, because basically you're entering into a new relationship again. The betrayal has broken your bond. Now this person is new. You are new. You're entering a new experience. You're going beyond the older. So that's the thing you have to the context, right? Oh, let's see. Yeah, my bunnies are cute, aren't they? Why does Judaism and satanic ritual have in common? The David star. Yeah, that Edward. That's right. We are all circumcising penises here and worshiping the devil. That's exactly what we're doing here. You got a good one? Funnier than oh man. Yeah. Well, some jokes I just can't read here. Let's see. Yeah. So beautiful. Yeah. If you're asking to ask a question, you're already asking the question. Yeah. Anyone can ask anything here. All right. Yeah. Some of these things I cannot repeat your joke, Georgina. Edward, can you Google the Star of David and Google a pentangle for us so you can know the difference? Are bunnies associated with Cadwin because there's a bunny in the moon? Yeah, the rabbit is a symbol of the goddess, right? Yeah, that you find many Celts, they'll have little rabbit toys, little rabbit images in their sacred places and stuff. It certainly is. And, the mythology, the Goyim turns into a hare, right? He's chased by the Ceridwen, chases into becomes the hound. Let's see, where are we at here? Capybaras taught you love. Capybaras, oh, those are cute. Edward, he's bigoted, right? No one can appreciate the culture of my ancestors here. They always have to say that it's a devil. It's discrimination. Discrimination, right? We don't appreciate your discrimination against the bard. You were admiring a deer in your yard earlier. You see bunnies too? Yeah. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I bought a whole bunch of raw peanuts to take out to my grove to give to the deer out there. Oh, I don't want to understand our animals without that. Just sitting with our animal and meditating, you know more about your animal. You have some weird animal translator. Yeah. Name a church. Why? See, we're taking back fair use. I got dibs on the Vatican. Oh no. You are star shaped in your body is a temple. Really? Lady Swamp Hodag is here. It uses too much electricity and water. It does. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of these things that we've created to make the world better, they're not there with the sufficiency, like electrical cars. I mean, those are terrible in terms of the things that they consume. They're not environmental friendly. We need to do a better job. We need to seek sufficiency. Oh, let's see here. Where am I at here? That's Jewish? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Bunnies are associated with Cerid when they represent rebirth, fertility, and transformation. Yeah. Yeah, I love my rabbits. Oh, let's see here. It's used in Gnosticism. Okay, whatever. Where am I at here? Seems like stars are in the Bible. Yeah. There's all kinds of different symbols, right, in the world of religion. Name just one church that uses what? A pentangle? I've never seen one use a pentangle in modern church because it's been a demonized symbol. But you can look at the idea of it representing the 5 points of Christ. There are some ancient churches, I think. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it for you here. Ancient churches that use a pentangle. Ancient churches that use a pentangle. I'm using AI. Name it. See here. Churches that use name it. Okay. Didn't want to get the first letter. A few Christian traditions have used the pentangle in Britain. Larenock Church, Cornwall, England, a 12th century baptistry, includes the carved pentagram alongside a spiral motif. Victorian antiquarians described it as a protective Christian symbol. Darlington Parish Church in England, a 5-pointed star appears on oaken choir stalls. Marchwood Church in England, a Victorian decoration, sacred monogram. So there you go. It's there. You asked, you got your answer there, sir. There's historical churches that have the pentangle in it. Oh, let's see here. So I named three churches that used it there. Skateboarding Catholics are good. Oh man. There's a guy who makes AI songs. Some are actually really good. Deities Up will use AI to help get creation images more to earth. Well, as a former deity, that's how you see it. Symbols don't matter after Jesus died and rose again. Isn't the Bible all symbols? Words are symbols. Do you not understand that? We use language, we write it down, the word is a symbol of a meaning. Are you telling me I don't need a Bible anymore? I've been saying that to people. You're 100% real. You're just in the wave of a modern AI. At least to me personally, I think the wave is cascading and falling already. Yeah. You use AI to create myself a story that I'm busy doing. Let's see. You have studied religion for 50 years. So what church uses a seal of Solomon? I don't know. Why don't you do your own damn homework? I'm not doing it for you anymore. I've already given churches with the pentacle. I've given you 3 historical churches in England that uses the pentacle. You can do your own homework from now on. No matter, even if we give you the answers, it's never good enough for you people. Never good enough for you. If someone raises from the dead, they're called a drogger, a druagar. That's in what? They borrowed that from, I know that's in the Elder Scrolls, right? But that's also I forgot what mythology that is from. LDS Navajo Church and Temple in Utah. There you go. There's another one. Bronze snakes on poles in Moses' day. Okay. Your former shaman makes AI music that is very good. His newer stuff isn't really my jam, but it was good quality. It's a balance between human and AI output. Yeah. Falcon is here. A mass solar flare is expected when the big one happens. A lot of people will pass out. Oh my, not looking forward to that. Not looking forward to that. Let's see here. The pentagram is Holy Jewish. That's rather basic. I don't know, whatever. Oh man. Yeah, the 5-pointed star represents Bethlehem, Epiphany, 5 wounds of Christ. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Yeah. Oh man. Excuse me. Let's see here. No politics, please. Took you 2 seconds of Googling. Yeah, it's not difficult. You're talking here. Are we educating Christians about their own religion? Yeah, I do that all the time. I mean, it's really ridiculous. I don't want to be a minister anymore. I retired. Why do I have to keep educating them? Right? Yeah, I said the LDS church doesn't count. You need his blood to approach the Father God. Yeah, we need to sacrifice to appease the angry deity, or we'll be destroyed. Let's kill people, right? Let's see here. You're always good with Odin in your heart. Ding, ding, ding. I have given the church, and he says it doesn't count. Of course he does. Of course he does. Yeah. As usual, right? Where am I at here? May Odin be with you as well. McDonald's is a drug. Is it really? Oh, my grinder buddy Steve is here. Is it Tuesday? What day is it today? It's Thursday. It's the right day. Yeah. Good to see you, Steve. In the beginning was Adam and Steve. There he is. The patriarch of all gay. I would probably give up McDonald's if I was only one eating, but my 100-year-old grandpa loves it. It makes him happy. We all eat Mickey D's with him. Yeah. Only fast food I like is the Wendy's chicken sandwich. That's the only one I can tolerate. The spicy one. Power of love can overcome. My relationship is a testament to that. I've been with your SIG 17 years in July. We're 32, 33. We grew up together. We make some poor choices early on. Yeah. Love can overcome. And people that heal from these, infidelity, the relationship that they could attest to is much better than it ever was before, right? It's a terrible thing if that happens to people, but people do heal from that. Sir Flamedrop, good to see you. Sir Flamedrop the jeweler. Oh man, the apostate. Oh man, you heard something yesterday. More or less draconians know as demons. Some came concept. Interesting. You grew out of those darker times. We came back from hard spots stronger than ever before. Yeah, that's usually the case for people that can heal from their infidelity, that the relationship is much better. Christianity basically took all the beings and made them the same. Yeah, pretty much, right? Let's see where I'm at here. Where am I going? Trying to catch it. When I get to the end of the comments, I'll call it a day today. But I'll be back with you again tomorrow morning. You picked up the Thich Nhat Hanh's book, Living Buddha. Yeah, he's really good. Yeah, he's like his mindfulness was his big deal, right? The Vietnamese Buddhist master. You find personally that rebirth is just the inhale. After the exhale, you can't keep the flow held back for long, but you can get out with the river through the introspection. You are grateful for your time with concrete, little sad time to the end, but my path led me here in the grove. Everything happens for a reason. Yes, we have good people here. I don't know if Bard follows the ideas of the Marks of Existence, written by John Michael Greer, aka Erbrid and Conjurgent. I find beautiful comparisons between Erbrid and Samsara. He is the great American druid, right? John Michael Greer. He runs the what do they call them in the United States? The Druidry of the United States. I'm unfamiliar with it. We meet things, experience negativity cycles. Yeah. Oh, where are we at here? Stop by to say have a bright and joyful day. Thank you, Bruce. While stopping by for your spiritual entertainment today, you alchemize anxiety into excitement now. Fear is just your old patterns. Let's see, where am I at here? Where am I going? Trying to catch up here. Oh, right here. How about Kurt Angle? Kurt Angle. See, where am I going here? Scrolling through here. Anyone get to see the blood? Oh, of course. Yeah, we did a show that night on its beginning. It did get intensely dark after a certain time. Yeah, that was a beautiful experience. You talked to the Jehovah's Witnesses the other day. They knocked on your door. The woman was very attractive but married. Wait, so am I? Oh. They have a habit now of sending females to the door. The man will stay in the back, and they'll put the female at the door. That's how they run now, and they are door knocking. Christian Woman by Typo Negative is a good song. Yeah. My daughter likes that group. 100-year-old grandpa. Yeah, just eat whatever you want. That's right. Have a wonderful, blessed day, no fear. Take care of yourself. Pain is a teacher. Eternal life is a trap. All people are Buddha. Potential teacher, even bad ones. Yeah. Oh, where am I at here? You prefer Jersey Mike's, but Subway isn't bad. Yeah. My wife, I prefer Wawa subs. Wawa subs? Yeah. I like gas station food too, every now and then. We have, what did they call it down here? Racetrack pizzas I sometimes get for my kids. Just go in there real quick, get their pizza. Their hot dogs are good too. Hello, Chemistry, our good friend from Scotland. Good to see you. See, Tasmania, that's cool. Inner child healing is powerful, right? The Mormons, a hot minute to realize sex sells. Yeah, the Mormons are, they're interesting. Yeah, especially their TV shows, right? Nothing wrong with gas station food. There are plenty of times. We get 7-Eleven pizza for dinner. Yeah. Is the Little Love Heart Shamed Island, southeast point of Australia? Through shamanic journeys, you learn your inner child has a protector, a beautiful black bear. Look at that. Um, Interesting. All right, look at that. I've got to the end here. I got to get right with Jesus. You're going to be saved from hellfire. Not interested. Thank you. You hear, but Japan's gas station food is where it's at. Yeah, and their toilets too. If you eat too much of their gas station food, they have the right toilet for your ass too. Squirts the water right up there, cleans it all out, right? Yeah, Japan sounds wonderful. We have someone that watches from Japan. I forgot who they were, but they have been on here a few times. Hello from Japan. I don't know who they are. I don't remember. But looks like we've come to the end, friends. We're at the bottom. I appreciate you all being here. We had an interesting discussions, right? About you love the toilet, yeah. About AI today. The women are beautiful, but the culture is a bit. I'm not going to repeat that. All right, you got two turntables and a microphone. Where did I hear that at? Where it's at? Who did that rap? Got two. Is that Beck? Did Beck do that? That song? Where it's at? Got two turntables and a microphone. Okay, yeah, I was right. Yeah, because I remember I had that album. All right. Have a good day, everyone. We'll see you again soon.